Captain's Log, July 11th, 2005. Hello, I'm Captain Vile. Good on you, you've made it to Friday. What a particularly hot Friday this is, at least for me. I'm not sure about everyone else. Before I began to record this, put my water bottle, it's a plastic water bottle like you find in a multi-pack at the store, filled it with water and put it in the freezer. What all that's done is give the outside this kind of I don't know, microscopic layer of water. It's like noticeable in there, but only when I touch it. Well, duh, but like I gotta I don't know. It's just I don't like touching the water bottle now. And it's not even that cold of water. I had it in the freezer for 5 minutes, which I suppose is not that large amount of time, but I mean, I wanted to record. Drinking the water now. Yeah, that's a decent bit of cold. I suppose I prefer colder, but I mean, I don't have any ice that I can put into the bottle. Plus, it'd be like really small ice because it'd have to fit through the hole. Anyway, should I finish editing in time? If I don't, I'm just gonna upload it like later. But should I finish editing in time, the 1,000 subscriber Q&A should be up at this moment. And you, lucky little you, are choosing to listen to the Captain's Log. That, or you have already listened to the Q&A and are deciding to circle back. Either or, if you're hearing these words now, you're listening. Captain Vile turned into Captain Obvious. Now, how was my week? Oh, I almost forgot about the, I have a talking point about this. The movie. So, last episode, I had mentioned that my father had not yet sent me the movie we would be watching on Sunday. And I'll get into this in a second, how it's on Sunday. But during the recording session, I got a text from him. I got 2 texts, I only read one. But I was like, oh, it's the second one. So it's Dogs in Space. And I watched it, and we talked about it. I did not enjoy it. This is my review. This is last week. Because I'll get into it, but this is last week's movie, my father's pick. Dogs in Space, 2 out of 5 stars. A slice of life about the base and animalistic desires of apathetic Australians. Or hang on, I've messed up. A slice of life about the base desires of animalistic and apathetic Australians. I did like the TV static and camera flash transitions. I just wish they were used in a better film. Kind of messed up the reading, but whatever. Not a film I would recommend, truth be told. It's a slice of life, day in a life, whatever you want to call it, about some drug-addicted 20-year-olds living in Australia. About the punk scene in the 80s or so. I believe it was meant to be the 80s. They were talking about, like, space travel. Or they were watching it. I think it was just reruns. But, didn't particularly enjoy the film. I mean, none of the main characters... You're not really meant to like the main characters, but I certainly didn't like watching them. Now, a bit of an odd thing with the time structure on me talking about my movie of the week on Captain's Log. And me discussing the movie of the week with my father during our calls on Sunday, is that there's, like... I could watch the movie, and I did. I watched, because I found out what movie we were watching on Friday, as I was recording. So this is last week's film that I watched Saturday. And in between watching this, be sure to clutch your pearls. The piracy site that I use to watch movies on the internet for free, because I like having free stuff, is, like, I don't know, got hit by, like, a cease and desist. Specifically in the UK, so I need to get, like, a VPN. And I don't know if I want to do that, because... So I either have to find a new site, have this blow over, which I'm going to assume it won't. I'm not stupid. Or get a VPN so I can be like, oh no, I'm actually in Australia or something. Not in the UK, so I can get back to using the same piracy site I'm familiar with. I wanted to watch Dog Day Afternoon as this week's movie, but like, site's gone. I'm not buying it on YouTube or something. So darn. So my watch a movie a week might be put on halt, which is really annoying. Darn it. This is why you never talk. You know how I said? I specifically referred to it as the site I use. You notice how I did not mention it by name, in case it gets back. Piracy lives in secrecy, and I'm not blaming any of you. Listen, I'd hate for this vessel to be ferrying rats who openly talk about specific piracy websites and let them be, like, burned to the ground for everyone. But it's annoying. Yeah, so that's one of two things that kind of annoys me this week. I say annoy. This is like this piracy being shut down is like a tier above annoy and going into like making me actually angry. And then this next talking point, straight up, like, I was going to burst a blood vessel in my brain. I was furious. So on Thursday, yesterday, I woke up and began my normal routine. Like, alright, we got some videos to edit. I open Premiere Pro. I click on the, like, Premiere Pro project file. And then this little pop-up comes up that says, these files are missing. We can't open the project because we don't have the files. And I'm like, okay, that's odd, because I know where those files are, and I've never renamed them, I've never deleted them, I've never moved them. Like, those are sound effects. So, I open my video files, which has, like, shortcuts to current videos, like the current 2 games we're playing, and this, as well as, like, mini-movies and whatnot. I open up my video folder, look at my shortcuts, and I notice one folder inside this folder is missing. The Captain Vile folder. The folder that contains everything relating to my YouTube channel, editing-wise. It vanished. Overnight. I looked in my recycling bin, it wasn't there. I looked in OneDrive. Surprise, surprise, OneDrive still isn't useful. Nothing there. So, 3 years worth of footage, music, sound, and video clips, just gone. I don't get to use those anymore. They're gone now. So, that was a fun morning. I've spent the better part of the last 2 days recreating all those files and videos and whatnot in order to use so that editing is going smooth. I lost the template for Captain's Log, I'll mention this. I'm fairly certain I was able to accurately recreate it, but eagle-eyed viewers may notice if you pull up the previous Captain's Log video in a different window and, like, overlap it with this window that is playing this video right now, and Alt-Tab between the two, the ship image is probably gonna move slightly, and, like, the fog noise and whatnot is probably either a little louder or a little off. Like, they play at different times. Because I had to go back and find, like, the ASMR, like, sounds of the sea and sounds of icy wind and, like, recreate this atmosphere and the image and whatnot. I hope I did an adequate job. If I did, I would consider it an adequate job, you not even having realized anything is amiss until I mentioned it. And an amazing job is if you did that Alt-Tab thing and the ship didn't even move. Or, like, you pause this video, play a clip of the other video, listen to the, not my voice, but the sound, and, like, there's no difference. I'd be so proud if that's the case. It's probably not. There's probably 1 or 2 decibel difference, and, like, a 4-second difference in the placement of, like, a foghorn in the background noise. But I'm certain I've recreated the atmosphere I sought out to create when I first started the series. It's just not, like, to a T. I have not done a carbon copy. Hot. I've halfway through the water bottle that is now only slightly below room temperature. This hot room has sucked the heat. Or, it's actually how it works, is the water bottle has sucked the heat from the room. But, I mean, it's whatever. Oh, so that's very annoying, having lost all my files. I lost the damn outro. Only by, like, my 1 in a million, like, days in which I get to be a little lucky. Like, I had a video on my file that was not in the Captain Vile folder, and just in my video folder alongside, like, in the same spot where that folder is. We got all those folders are getting confusing. And that had the outro in it, so I could just edit out the video and just have the 20-second outro to play. So I don't have to change that. I have been thinking about changing the outro. Have it be like a, like, once a year thing. Like, for this year, I don't know. I like it, though. I don't think I will, but it's just a passing thought. Where it's like, it's a view of the Gotham Bay with a frozen ship and Riddler's lighthouse with Gotham FM playing. And then, like, a green subscribe. I think that works just fine. Why change it? I could change it once a year and have it be something else, some other game, or maybe, like, the screen. I don't know. Same with the banner. I had a poll up for changing the banner. And, like, change banner won, but I don't know. I think it does the job. I think it's minimalistic and content. I'm content with how it is. I will admit, I am someone who is adverse to change. Especially if you look in some of the posts. I mean, I post a decent bit in my community page, so finding a specific post that is particularly old will take you some time. But, like, updating, like, adding a channel trailer and then changing the channel trailer later, certainly, like, I detest any change that is not thoroughly explained as to why it's being changed, and why we're changing it, and why, like, what's happening and why. So I go into immense detail on, like, hey, we're putting up a channel trailer, and it's this specific video because I feel like it encapsulates the part of this content, blah, 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 blah. And then a few months later, hey, we're changing the channel video, or channel trailer, to be, like, the bet, which I'll do next year. So, I don't know. That's why I'm dragging my feet on changing the banner. I've mentioned it before, but I, again, don't really know what I would change it to. Some people had some interesting ideas. Having it be Captain Vile written in question marks, having it be, like, the captain leading the Violins off to war. I did like that idea. And another just, like, basic kind of a lineup of channel characters side to side. Maybe not side to side. But it's something. I don't know, maybe just like a... What about just a landscape? Just an ocean landscape. I do have... Images were not touched. It was strictly videos. It kind of irks me, because I had some sentimental stuff on there. I had milestones saved in the Captain Vile like, folder. Yeah, they're on YouTube, but I liked having the specific file of the video. I don't know. I suppose it's strange, like, keeping on to that much stuff. I don't think I've mentioned this very much. I'm a decently reserved person, but you wouldn't expect this, but I'm surprisingly sentimental. I've noticed this about myself. I hold on to a lot of things. A lot longer than I think I should. Oh well. Maybe I would have gotten rid of those files eventually to make space for more. But I would have liked to do that of my own volition. You know, now it's gone. It's nothing important. It's important to me, but it's not that important. Would I cared about them? Oh well, I'm getting ahead of it. I want to get ahead of myself. I'm getting off track. What was it? Yes. I have some oil paintings here in my screenshots. Ivan Avioski. Go look this guy up. He's got some breathtaking scenes. I mean, I can't show you them. I can't show you them, but man, they are... Just the way he paints water is beautiful. I'm looking at them now. I don't know which one I would make here. He's got some bleak ones, but he's also got some hopeful ones. And he's got some, like, hopeful coloring on bleak scenes, like shipwrecks. I quite like this. He's... Alright, this is... Here. You want... What's what I think is, like, an amazing one to give you... to show off. Here. Number 21. What's that? Oh, bugger, I didn't write down the name. Oh well. Go look up Sunset Over Ischia by Ivan Avioski. Here. Right? Get your pen and pad. There'll be no excuses tonight. Alright? IVAN space AIVAZOVSKY, enter, and then look at the images when you type it into Google. And trust me, it's beautiful stuff. I don't want to oversell it, but I don't think that's possible. That's overselling it. Come on, reel it in. I might make the banner one of those. It's just difficult to know which one. I don't know, Sunset Over, Ischia. I'm probably pronouncing it incorrectly, but that's quite a nice one. Perhaps I may do that now. Just sure. I'm not like don't know you're gonna look at the channel banner. No, I'm simply observing. You're about to hear the channel trailer. Not anymore. I stopped it in time. Customize channel. I don't know. I've got the Captain Vile. Wait, do I have it saved? Hang on. Before I don't want to actually, like... I've got the Captain Vile banner saved. Yes, I do. Alright, change. Let's see. Episode's over, by the way. If you're wondering. You can go now. Class dismissed. This is Captain Vile thinking out loud. And uploading certain images, and... Yeah, no, this wouldn't work. It's nice, though, but this wouldn't work. Cancel. Let's save. Yeah, okay. Alright, Sunset Over Ischia does not work. What's another nice, hopeful one? Because I don't want to, like, have a bleak... Oh, goodness. What if I can zoom in? Oh, I can. Not very much, though. Crikey. That's... Available on TV. On desktop. On all devices. None of these are any good. I think I should turn this off and fit it around with this off with recording, because, like, this isn't very interesting. But, perhaps it's for the best. Oh, that one wasn't even the right size. Oh, this is quite a nice one, but, like, not one that fits. It's always cut off. TV viewers win again. That's always so interesting to me. Look at my demographics, show the surprising amount of people watch YouTube on their television. In fact, you may be watching this on your television. How intriguing an idea. I want to belittle that, but truly it's... That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad way of... I imagine, like... I don't know. I suppose the episode's not over, but I'm having trouble putting this aversion to watching YouTube on the television into words. But, like, thinking about it, now I'm having trouble putting into the idea of, like, that must be that was very loud. Crikey. Simmy, the buffoon, has just contacted me rather loudly. Hope it doesn't do it again. This is a riveting experience. Like, just YouTube on the TV. And it's, like, so trivial. Like, oh, wow, Captain. Crazy. YouTube on the television. But, I don't know. Especially this. You must be like, oh, so refined. I'm watching this practical podcast on my television. Like, on your couch with, like, some kind of ready-made dinner. I'm on the other side of the room. You're over there. It's so amusing. Everyone, no, this is just for the TV viewers. No mobile or tablet or desktop viewers. No. This is for the television titans. Oh. Okay, now the episode is well and truly over. I've said my many pieces. Okay. Oh, I'm really annoyed about those files, though. Oh well, I'll make new ones. I don't have to have just the old ones. I can make some new ones. Oh well. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.
Stay tuned to Gotham FM.